for my city, Dallas. This gon' be that Lucas show. Now I'm blowing up like the whole squad to let bazookas go. In this world, it ain't about what you know, it's about who you know. Flying out to handle business, catch me out in Maryland. If you ever picked me up when I was down, you bro for life.
Welcome, Nina. How you been?
What's up? It's your girl Nina with the 9. Don't forget the motherfucking 9.
Don't forget the
nine.
motherfucking 9.
Nina with the 9.
It's crazy because we were talking about right before we started that you're going viral right now for the dumbest things you could think of that would you would never think of going viral on.
Dumbest shit. But I just realized it's like, I guess it's like in today's generation, you literally can blow up off absolutely the fuck nothing.
Yeah, and you blew up off of the Voodoo video, which is
a video about Voodoo.
which shit I was watching it and I was like, I even caught something new to me, too. That's why maybe we went viral because I don't really know anything about Voodoo, And it's like,
yeah, I thought about it. I was like, maybe it's going viral because people really don't know about it. But then I look back at my other clips that's going viral, and it's just clips about surgery or me and my husband or spending money, and they all going viral, all of them.
Yeah, because one goes and then they're interested in the person that's talking about it, so
right.
you can kind of is like a what is it, a trigger effect, or what do they call it?
The only aggravating thing is the comments.
You be looking at the comments and stuff.
I'm trying to train my mind and not read the comments because I'll be in there arguing with everybody.
Yeah, because that shit.
That's
I gotta learn to not read comments.
The trolls will get you.
They troll so bad.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, they don't have no life. They just troll.
I think we were mentioning, because we started doing street interviews in the beginning when we started this podcast, and one of our first clips went viral, and it was about this guy talking about relationships and stuff, about how girls get more attention. That always triggers
people. Relationships.
And man, to this day, that still goes viral. They have arguments within those comments. Everybody's having arguments. It's crazy to see off of one viral video, everybody having their own side things, but
they debate like a motherfucker.
Well, you shouldn't. You're gonna get better at not answering everybody though.
I'm just not reading the comments no more.
Yeah.
Because the moment I read it, I'm gonna start responding.
And then it's gonna get to you, and it's like you're just gonna be wasting your time with them because some of them people, they just want to argue with you. They don't even want to agree with you.
And just from living my regular life, I know that if you have time to sit on there and troll, you really don't have nothing going on in life. Because if you have something going on, you don't even have time. You don't even have time to do what you got to do in 24 hours. You like, damn, it ain't even no time in a day. So if you got time to sit there and type all day, you have too much time.
For sure. And you'll see that the more and more you go viral, that's why a lot of these big artists, they don't be responding to no one. They just be.
Yeah, I'm learning.
You got to.
See, I think the bigger artists, I think like Drake and all of them, they don't even let normal people comment. I think it's just people that they follow.
They limit their comments. Yeah,
they limit their comments, which is smart for them, Cause
like Lil Baby said in his song, he don't even read comments. So I just need to stop reading.
Hell yeah. Cause,
but that's dope that you're going viral with so many different topics. Like you were talking about how it's not just a specific lane and stuff like that. It's like you kind of just conversating, and it's like that shit just takes off.
Talking, and I guess it's just I just start talking. And I guess it's interesting to people, but I just be talking.
Do you think with the Voodoo stuff? Because I was watching a meme or something like that with DC Youngfly's wife dying and stuff. They were talking about how what's that chick's name? The one that he roasted a while back. Azealia Banks. That they were saying that is that why the conversation came about? Because I saw that a lot of people were trolling her and saying that she put some voodoo on his wife, especially after I don't know if you saw the post she did after she passed away, the story she put.
So if you read her post makes it like she's basically saying, "Oh, I put a spell on you." So her post is basically like that. And if you know where Azealia from, then she's from where they do that at, where they really deeply do voodoo at. So I wouldn't put it past her. When I saw the post, I was like, I don't put it past her. She probably really, really did do something to that girl.
And to be honest, DC Youngfly, when you saw that clip of viral, you could tell he was just not even trying to bother her at all. That shit was just on some
I'm not gonna lie. When you find out, so I'm gonna speak on this experience I had last year in November.
Mm-hmm.
Me and this girl, we had words, and after we had work, I'm not gonna lie, I was on my bully shit with her because she said something to me and I got a mouth on me, so I said something back. So I'm really on some bullying shit with her now at this point because you done said something to me. So like maybe like 2 months later, one of her ex-boyfriends DM'd me. He was like, man, leave that girl alone. She do voodoo. My life ain't never been the same. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because right after I got into it with her, like all type of bad shit started happening in my life. And I did go to a voodoo lady, and that's how I found out that somebody did put something on me. I still to this day don't know who, but I really feel like it was her because life was just perfect before I got into it with this bitch. And then shit just started going down. But that's kind of how it happens. But I actually did go to somebody to see if I had something on me.
Well, how do you even get past that?
What the fuck?
How do you get past that? So like is it just some shit? Because I know in Mexico they be doing some like I don't even know. Yeah, but in Mexico they be doing some shit like they be like getting the bad juju off of you and stuff. But I don't really know what to do. Is it the same shit?
Bad juju. It's so really you can go to a voodoo lady to like see if you have it on you, but I wouldn't advise getting a voodoo lady to take it off you, because if you know about hoodoo, you'll know that it's originated within African Americans. It started back into slavery and all that stuff like that. So it's really something you have to dig deeper in your roots with to get off you. You really got to stay prayed up, stay protected. You gotta go to somebody who knows root work and all this stuff like that. And 9 times out of 10 in America, like most of these people who do voodoo, they really scamming you. 9 times out of 10 you probably gonna get scammed unless you really going to somebody who really is a real root worker. And if they're a real root worker, they sacrificing goats and animals and chickens and stuff like that. Like, so that's how you know it's real. Like, I'm not even. I can't even speak on what, because you're not supposed to speak on what you had done. But you know, I didn't know nothing about voodoo until I found out that somebody had done it to me, and it was one person. When I went, I found out it was multiple people that had it on me, and I'm like, well, what the fuck did I do? Like, I'm like, what the fuck did I do to make somebody that mad to where they want to make my life hell like that? So I started digging deeper, and I ain't gonna lie, it was times where I was up to like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning just researching on YouTube, on TikTok. Like, I even order books. Like, I have books and everything at home just researching this shit. And still to this day, I will never in my life do voodoo or none of that on nobody. But the fact that it was done to me, I wanted to learn more about it. And I know so much about it. So now to the point where it's like,
I want one of y'all bitches to get me a voodoo deck. I'm already prepared, you know.
Yeah, it's just I'm just gonna send it back to you. I ain't gonna do nothing to you, but I'm gonna send it back. You know.
Hey. Now you were talking about this before when you got here about how somebody hit you up about doing the free BBL and stuff, and they already started arguing about it, like, you know, about what happened with Jackie O and stuff. Do you think like a lot of girls are now gonna think about it, like kind of like second thing
so
when they're gonna
the
do
thing
it through
is,
that process?
I think they're gonna think about it now because it was somebody so famous that did it.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to start an argument when I say this, but people have been dying from surgery. It's probably somebody that died from surgery every week. Like, it's always somebody in the news from dying from surgery. So it didn't just start with Jackie O. So because she had a unfortunate passing with it, does that mean like everybody gonna stop getting surgery? What about the other hundreds of thousands of people that done died from surgery? Like, I can name like 5 different viral stories that didn't happen just this year of people dying from having surgery. But it's because she's a bigger person, everybody just making such a big controversy about it. I think that everybody that gets surgery knows when you sign that paperwork, you know that it's a chance that you can die. Yeah. Especially when you get in, she had multiple surgeries. Like, she was getting a mommy makeover, which consists of your breast and your stomach. Like, that's 2 different surgeries at one time. Mind you, she just had a child. Like, she's putting a lot on her body. So I'm not saying that that's the reason, but she did put a lot on her body after just having a child. Usually, like, I know my doctor that did all of my surgeries, he not even gonna let you come unless it's like a year and a half after you've had a child. So I don't know. I don't think that I would stop going to get surgery because of what happened to her. Because, like I said,
you just gotta be more careful, you know.
Yeah, you just gotta be more careful. You gotta keep your health together. You gotta make sure you're okay. At the end of the day, you can't just blame it on the doctor. You gotta make sure you're following the rules too. Because I personally know a lot of girls who will get fake blood work and they would just do the most just to rush to get surgery, not knowing they playing with their health at the end of the day because
there's a risk of death.
it's a risk.
Yeah.
For real.
But to be honest, it's kind of like the trick, the effect of social media, you know, about like all these girls kind of trying to be something they're not, you know.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not gonna lie. That's why I got surgery. Cause when I first got signed to Boosie, I had this song called "Who Is You," which it was on the radios, everything. So that's the song he signed me off of. And I'm not even gonna lie. When we dropped the video, that was like my first real video. It was like the comments was so fucking harsh. Ooh, and mind you, I always had a shape. I always had a big butt my whole life. But I had kids. So, you know, when you have kids, it kind of puts stretch marks on your belly. It kind of give you that loose fat. But I always had a flat stomach, but with the stretch marks and stuff.
Yeah.
And kind of in the video, you could see my stretch marks. And, you know, you could tell I had a baby. And it was like the comments was like eating me alive. Damn. Even though the song was good, the song is really what I got signed off of. But it's like when we dropped the video, everybody was like, they wasn't even paying attention to the fact that the song was so hard. It's like, why her stomach look like that? Boom, boom, boom. Why she showing her? Like the internet will fucking crush your fucking confidence. So it's like I went and got the surgery, and then after I got that surgery, I just kept going back. I done got 4 surgeries.
Oh dang.
Fuck. At what point do you say like, okay, I'm happy with myself? You know, the comments don't even get to me. You know, I'm
not even now though, cause I'm finna go back.
Really?
Yes.
5th one. Hold up.
Yeah, but I had I had tummy tuck, then I had lipo, then I had the BBL and another lipo. So it was just like I only had one BBL, but it's like little lipo. Which with lipo, you really gotta go get lipo every year.
But didn't you say you already had a big butt though?
Yeah, I already had a big butt. So if you go look at my Facebook pictures, you will notice I always had a big butt, but I always had hip dips. So when I got my surgery, I told him more to fill out my hips. So when I got my surgery, my hips went from being like this with a big butt to like this with a big butt, and he kind of made my butt sit up more. So
there's something only you notice it, to be honest.
Yeah,
Cause like guys don't be noticing that shit at all.
When I got it, everybody was like, "Why?"
She got a big ass. And that's how we see
everybody was like, "Why did you even get surgery?" But I was like, I'm gonna be real. This is my first time saying this. Them comments in that video, it really kind of fucked with my pride. It made me want to just go like, "Oh, I gotta get rid of these stretch marks. They just not up to being a rapper."
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of girls can relate to that. Like we were talking about, you know, social media and the comments and how, you know, it's so easy to say it doesn't get to me, but like,
man, it's hard for female rappers because like for male rappers, they just put their clothes on, they go do their thing. But for female rappers, you have to worry about your body because it don't matter how much the person behind the phone, it could be the person comment could be a big fat sloppy low life, nothing going for their stuff motherfucker sitting on their couch, but they'll find the littlest flaw in you. They'll see a stretch mark on your stomach, a piece of fat on your stomach, and they will bully you online and they will lower your confidence with you not knowing this a big fat sloppy motherfucker sitting on their couch that's even commenting. But the fact that if you sitting there reading them comments, it'll really, So you have to be perfect. Like even with females comment in, it's like they'll be so worried about any flaw on them. They'll be nervous about dropping a video, nervous about doing an interview, because you'll be so nervous about what they gonna say about me, what they gonna find wrong about me, what did I do wrong. Like the internet is just cruel, for real.
Nah, for
you gotta have tough skin. You just gotta not give a fuck.
Yeah. Do you think? Well, do you appreciate now that I think these past, I would say 3-4 years, the female rapper wave has been growing a lot?
It has been growing a whole lot. I feel like females kind of taking over the rap game right now, but I feel like even with the image, people, they picking at everybody image. They picking at Lotto image, Lizzo, everybody image. They have something to say about their image. Nobody is just perfect in the internet's eyes. Like
And to be honest, yeah, like you said, it's only on the girl side because she. look
The guys just
Look at
looking
my
at it
boy
like,
Rick.
what's the problem?
DJ
Look at my boy
What's
Rick
the
Ross, DJ Khaled, Big X a plug.
Yeah.
Shout out to Big X, bro. You the homie, you know. But
Yeah,
they be,
it's like, so you see what I'm saying? Like, niggas can come in, they can come in fat, sloppy, like, it don't matter. As long as they got talent, we just gonna accept them for how they come.
Hey,
But,
nah, but sometimes they be getting roasted too in the comments, bro. They be having some crude, like some bad comments. And I'm like, fuck, like.
man, you just gotta not read the comments, bro. Like, I be trying to trade my mind. I find myself reading them sometimes, but every time I read them, I start commenting back, so I be like, stop reading.
And to be honest, most of the people that you comment on or like that you respond to, they kind of like they're fans at the end of the day because
And you know, I just noticed that the last 2 days I done went viral because I done replied to people and then they'll comment back with some sweet uplifting shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, but you
What
was
the
just
fuck?
bashing me, but now that I commented back, you didn't
Yeah.
expect me to comment back, but I
Yeah.
comment back, now you want to be all sweet. Like, that's weird.
Nah, it is, but I've heard that with a lot of famous people that they're like, as soon as we hit them, we respond to them. They're like, oh shit, I'm a big fan.
Like,
I'm even a
what
big
the
fan.
fuck?
Like since like 3-4 years ago, and it's like, bro, that's crazy.
I mean, that happens in real life too. Like they'll talk all this shit, and then they see you like, can I get a picture? Can I? And it's like,
Man,
damn.
it's crazy. Even
Fake.
with the female rappers in Dallas, they just full of shit.
Oh,
shit.
They the most they the most gangster motherfuckers on their songs.
Mhm.
But you see them in person, it's
Nothing.
I ain't been touched yet, so I don't know what you're talking
do
about.
you write all your raps or do?
Yeah, I write all my raps, but like with me, I will accept the hook. I'm not gonna lie. My whole life of rapping, I done had 3 different guys write me hooks, and they was all good hooks. But it's like with verses, I kind of be iffy with taking verses from anybody because I be like, I want it to be me. And
Yeah.
like if I take a verse from somebody, it's like I'm forcing myself to be somebody else. So it's like if you got a catchy hook and you trying to give it to me and I like it, I take a hook. But you know, I'd rather just put my own verses on it.
Plus, it's, I mean, personally, me, I think it would be harder for you to memorize it too. You know.
Right.
Memorize somebody else's verse that is not yours.
Right. I just, you know, if it's a catchy hook, I'll take a hook. But through my whole rap career, I done took 2 hooks.
2 hooks. Got you.
Oh.
But I mean, as long as you write your verses, I think that's what everybody cares about at the end of the day. Like your
Yeah,
bars.
at the end
Well,
of the day.
it's mainly just in rap because like every other genre is like they have a whole team of writers, and then
Yeah.
in rap is like you don't write your own stuff. It's like,
But I have
oh,
been
shit.
brought in to write for somebody. Like I done been flew to LA to sit in the studio and just write for SZA. Like
Oh,
I know
shit.
how to naturally write. Like I've been a writer since I was 12, so I know how to write.
There we go.
So it's like when somebody come to me or I hit somebody I know, like, oh, I got this hard song for Nina. It's like I'll listen to it if I like the hook. It's like cool, but at the end of the day, you gotta remember that I'm a writer, so you can't take my whole crap from me. Like I might have take your hook, but I'm gonna need to add my own little space to there.
Who do you think is to you then? Who's the female like GOAT rapper? Because I know we got male rapper. We always have the Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole being the GOAT of the rap industry. Who do you think is the female rapper right now, or in general? Like all time GOAT.
Well, I'm not even. I'm gonna say Nicki because I've been listening to Nicki since I was a teenager. I remember walking down the street in the projects, literally, and my cousin Kendall, she was like one of the first people I was rapping with when I turned 12. She just was like, "Oh, listen to this new girl that I've been listening to," and it was the Iggy Biggy Piggy song.
Oh yeah.
And she played it. I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn. Who is that?
She bumping.
And like ever since then, I've been fucking with Nicki. So even though a lot of people not fucking with Nicki right now, I can honestly say, even though she might have some fucked up ways, you can't take the fact that she's a fucking.
Wait, hold up. Why are they not fucking with her? Because I'm not that hip into the.
They kind of like she on some bully shit with the younger rappers, the new up and coming rappers. Which I don't know. I don't really put my input on it, but I can say like you can't come into the game like disrespecting like somebody with as much.
Who paved the way?
Yeah.
Or you talking about Nicki disrespecting or
no,
somebody
I'm talking
disrespecting
about
Nicki?
the younger girls coming up that's disrespecting Nicki. But I will
Yeah.
say, and I'm not scared to say, everything that's happening to Nicki did it to Kim. I'm not
I
scared
was
to
just
say
about
it.
to say that. Yeah.
She did it to Kim, and like I said, I love Nicki coming up because I listened to that Iggy Piggy song. I was just like, damn,
Yeah.
she hard. But I started seeing the way she was disrespecting Kim. And mind you, everybody loved Kim.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, damn, she can at least give her, you know, I don't know. But now that I see everything Nicki going through, it's literally the same thing she did to Kim.
That is true.
Literally.
Yeah, it seems like it's been split with Cardi B and Lotto, and then Ice Spice and Nicki, and then it's just like,
It's like they at
Who's-
war with each other.
yeah, like whose team are you on and shit like that. And
Yeah, I don't know.
but it seems like it with female rap, like you mentioned, it seems like not everybody could win. They always want to push somebody to the top spot, and it's like you gotta bash the other girls coming up and shit like that. And that really, I feel like that kind of slows down the motion instead
I
of
don't
like
feel
everybody.
you should have to, especially somebody like Nicki. Like,
Yeah.
so with Nicki, you would look at it like this. Do you see Nicki is on the level of Beyonce and Rihanna? But do
Mhm.
you see Beyonce and Rihanna doing the shit Nicki doing, going
No.
back and forth, beefing, rap beefing, all that? They just chilling, living their legacy. Like
Yeah.
Nicki could have really just chilled and lived her legacy. She making people look at her in ways they don't want to look at her. She probably got real fans that like me. That's like, I'm not even gonna pay attention to what she doing because I don't want to look at her like that.
Facts.
Cause she tripping right now.
I mean, to be honest, sometimes like ego at the end of the day, you know, sometimes you see it as in like, oh, I'm losing the motion that I had back in the day, you know. You think you're losing it, but she doesn't realize. I maybe, I mean, we don't know what she's thinking personally, but she's a legend to everybody's eyes, you know, and she might not be thinking that in her own way, you know.
Well, I feel like she don't have to scoot down nobody's level. Cause I'm just being 100% honest. It ain't no female that's coming up that can fuck with Nicki lyrically.
Lyrically,
like, on no
no.
type of level.
No.
So she don't even have to do the shit she doing. She really could just be like, she can be big sis to these young rappers or something. Cause they definitely, nobody can fuck with you. So you don't have to feel threatened. Like on no type of level. I'm sure Beyonce don't feel threatened. Rihanna don't feel threatened. So they not going around doing like, Nicki, you the hardest. Like, chill.
I feel like it's weird because she would have. I feel like she would have learned from Drake. You know, Drake is that type of artist that.
No, Drake kind of does the same thing too, though. He doesn't say like, "Oh, we're
He
like."
throws shots.
Yeah. He still like he still makes it known that he's the top guy. Like even with
But
Kendrick,
he
he's
embraces
like,
them.
huh?
He embraces them at the same time, though.
Well, he kind of steals their hype, and then he's like, all right, on to the next guy.
Yeah.
So
that's
like,
true.
I ain't gonna lie though, and I know it's certain stuff I shouldn't say because I'm coming up, but it's like, but you know, me and Young Blue was on the same label for a while, so it's like, I don't like how Drake did that with Blue's song.
Came with the
Your
song,
mind still like you got on the song, but you didn't go be in his video. Like, I feel like if Drake would have been in that video, it would have done more than what it did. But I feel like he shouldn't even got on the song if he wasn't gonna get on the video.
Yeah. Shit.
Kind of left my boy hanging.
He really did. I mean, yeah, because now that I remember that music video, I really thought I forgot about that. He wasn't in the music video, and that song went viral. Like just the song itself with the remix
Top
with
song.
Drake. It was one of the top songs for a long ass time. Shit, I mean that verse. I know every guy felt that verse whenever Drake talked about
Hell
that.
Yeah, Drake verse really like was amazing. I'm like, damn, why he didn't get on the video? Like, it's crazy.
I mean, we don't know what Drake was thinking, but to be honest, it could be
he knows what he does. Though.
He knows what he does. You think so?
Yeah, because Drake.
He's very smart.
Yeah. No, Drake knows it. He's playing chess whenever everybody else is playing checkers. So.
Especially when it comes to marketing and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
The thing about Drake, I don't look at Drake like a street guy or a gangster or nothing like that. I look at him as a very intelligent person.
Yeah.
Like, very intelligent. Like, I look at him like he always gonna be on top, because outside of his music, I just think he's a very motherfucker, like geeky intelligent, like not just a normal intelligent, like very intelligent.
What did you think about him painting his nails and stuff?
He's doing that shit now?
Yeah.
It's funny because they were like, all the comments were like, all right, he need to stop hanging out too much with Yachty and shit.
Yeah, I was about to say he's hanging out with too much with Yachty. I mean, shit.
What's your thought on that?
No.
At 35 doing that shit?
Man, at 35 painting your nails is kind of crazy. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be 100. I don't follow Drake when I saw the nails.
Yeah.
I don't follow him. Not that it mattered, because he didn't follow me back
yeah.
anyways. But I was just like, come on now.
I mean, we'll get it from a younger guy, you know. You're trying
Yeah,
to
a
wild
younger,
out.
like
Yeah.
young boy is.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
expect that he's still young as hell. He's still going through his phase. But Drake was 35.
35. Is he 35? I think he's 36 or
I
37.
don't know. Hey, that doesn't make it any better,
At
bro.
30, you don't even need to be making them type of dumbass decisions.
No, I know. I think Drake is older than 35,
That's
bro.
funny.
Let me check real quick, because that shit.
Nah, I think he's older than 35. He gotta be.
What fucking say 22? Oh, 36. 36. He's
Is he
about
only
to turn
36?
37.
Yeah.
Nah, I said a little too old for
He's
you
still,
to be
he's
doing
still
that
trying to
shit.
ride with the
Paint your
youngsters, bro.
nails, nah.
Nah, that's wild,
I
bro.
don't like it.
Yeah.
Especially when I saw him hanging with YK Osiris and stuff, I just start getting like,
Yeah.
What do you think of like the Lil Yachty writing with the City Girls, like one of their most famous songs? That's why you said you never like would not that you would ever decline anybody writing their songs, but look at the City Girls song. It was one of their biggest songs, you know.
when I heard that, it was very realistic for me. So I was like, I could hear him writing that song. Like I could
Really?
hear him in the
What?
studio. Like I could see him doing the face.
Real bad.
Yeah, real ass bitch give a fuck about a nigga. Like I can hear him. I can picture him doing that. But that's why I said like I have a lot of homeboys and stuff. Like even on Boosie label, like I had a lot of homeboys that I hang with on the all the time. So it's like when you sitting in the even female artists, when you sitting in the studio with your homeboys, they'll even throw ideas at like say this, say that, say that. Like men have a mind to write for females, and they don't have to be gay to be in a mind to write for females. They just
Also, we know what we like in a girl too, so it helps the girl kind of write what's something that's gonna be catchy for the guys too, you know, because you don't also need girls. You need girls to obviously to love your music to go viral, but you also need guys to love
guys know what to say to make
Yeah.
the girls hype. But I'm not gonna. Every time a guy has told me to say something or wrote, it was always fire. Like
Yeah.
it was never no bullshit.
Yeah, no. What do you think of? Let me ask you this, and because we were talking about it before. I don't know if we were talking about it with you, but it was like all the backlash Gunna is getting in
Who?
Atlanta. Gunna.
Oh yeah.
Do you think it's well deserved, or you think it's?
It's
Well,
misunderstood, or
The thing about Gunna is Thug ain't said nothing yet.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting on Thug to say something, but it's like if he did snitch, I feel like he getting everything he deserved. And why I say that is because the thing about being in the streets is you know what you signing up for when he was doing everything he was doing. He knew what he was getting himself into. He knew the consequences. So don't tell me that you out here doing all this shit, doing all this stuff that you know the consequences of, but when it's time, when shit go down, now you want to tell on everybody and you scared, you ready to get out of jail because you knew what you was doing when you was doing it. So the fact that he was doing what he was doing, like, take your lick. So I'm hoping he didn't snitch. I'm hoping that's the case. But if that's what he did, then yeah, he deserved everything he going through because at the end of the day, you did everything you did willingly. So take your lick.
Should we stop listening to his music though?
hell,
Not, I mean,
Because I mean,
I ain't gonna lie.
his music is fire,
yeah,
bro.
his
So,
music's
like,
too good to be
I'm
like,
gonna be
nah,
100
fuck.
real. I'm not gonna stop listening to R. Kelly because of nothing.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
That's
can't.
true.
I can't because it's like at the end of the day, if y'all want me to look at him like a bad guy, I'm just gonna close my eyes and just imagine I don't know who this person is that's singing,
Yeah.
but I'm still gonna listen to his music because the shit is undeniably like amazing. Like you can't just turn R. Kelly off and say, "Oh, he's a bad person. I don't want
Yeah.
to hear this." Like.
I mean, shit. Shout out to my boy 2K. I know he was beefing with somebody. Is another YouTuber guy that we have interviewed, and he talked about it. He be arguing with motherfuckers on Twitter too. He's saying like, y'all ignorant motherfuckers don't listen to Gunna, but y'all be listening to R. Kelly. Get the fuck out of here, type shit. You know, it's like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to. I wouldn't say don't listen to Gunna because of what he did. I would say certain people have their certain beliefs. I would say maybe real street guys won't listen to his music, but everybody not from the streets. Some people are civilians, so they like, hey, I don't know nothing about that shit, so why I gotta not listen to it? So if you not in the streets like that, yeah, enjoy that man music. But you got people who are really in the streets who like, I can't do it. I can't listen. I can't, even though I know this shit good, I can't listen.
Shit, sometimes I be thinking those people be saying that shit, but low key in their car on the ride by
Man,
themselves.
you gotta understand, most people who be saying that shit like, oh, I can't listen to him because he a snitch. 9 times out of 10, somebody in their clique, somebody who they're affiliated with, has snitched. They just overlook the fact because that person might have money, that person might got clout, that person might have something to offer, but they know that they're around a snitch. But they'll say that about Gunna, like, oh, I'm not gonna listen to him, but the whole time you hanging around a snitch. So it's like, I don't know, they be weird.
No, for sure. Do you have any projects coming up that you wanna promote?
Yeah, I'm finna get ready to. I'm working on an album, but I'm finna get ready to drop. I remixed the Webby song. Got that? I remixed that. I'm finna get ready to drop that.
Nice.
Then I'm gonna drop a few little, just some little content in between. But then I also remixed the the Girls Just Wanna Have Fun song.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I remixed that. It's hard as fuck, and I'm gonna drop that like following after. Then we just gonna go from there.
Do you also coming out on the show Finesse, right, with TV now?
Yeah,
What is that show
Finesse.
about? Is that like a reality
It's
TV
like
show too?
It's a reality TV show. It's a series, but it's like some power shit, like some keep you on your toes. It's a lot of
drama?
a lot of drama, a lot of conniving, sneaky, snake. Like
No fights or no fights?
Nah, they ain't fighting, they killing.
Oh shit!
You
Damn.
gotta stay
Bodies
tuned.
is dropping.
Bodies on bodies.
Bodies
and
on
shit.
Yeah, it's a very interesting show. Like, it's gonna keep you on your toes.
Damn, that's crazy shit. So I was about to say, because when it comes to reality TV shows, there ain't no fighting. I ain't watching that shit, you know?
No, it's not a reality TV show. It's an actual series.
Oh, it's actual series.
Mhm,
Oh,
it's an actual series.
nice.
It ain't reality. They have a reality TV show called Certified City Girls, but this is an actual.
Oh, okay. It's an actual TV series. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So you play a character then? Or do you play yourself?
I play a character named Persuasion. And it's crazy because she just like me. So it's like.
The role was made for you.
The role was made for you?
Yeah.
Can you explain the plot of the show or?
I can't really explain it because it's still in works. But
In the works?
I just know my character is like real conniving, real sneaky, real good with her words. A real get what she want type of.
Is this your first acting role?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! How did that go? Cause like, I feel like acting is like a little different in the sense of
It's different, and I didn't know how different and difficult it was to the creators of TV. Now they put us in acting class, and it's like once we got in the acting class, I'm like, yeah, this a whole different world.
trying to get in character.
This
trying to
ain't
do this
this ain't no just I'ma come up in here and be like I'ma just act natural and just learn the lines. It's nothing like that. You'll be thinking in your head, oh, all acting is learning the lines and acting natural. No, it's like you really have to become that character. And it's like it takes time to make yourself become that character. It's like you got to live, sleep, eat that character. Like you got to become that person. And once I started taking acting classes with them, I realized, because I had watched this interview before where this actor said that he had to go through therapy. From the dude who played, what's the man named Demore, the man that was eating the people alive?
Jeffrey
Demore. Yeah, the dude who played it. I watched his interview. He was like he had to go through therapy because the character traumatized him so bad because he had the.
Which show was that?
Jeffrey Demore. You don't know that?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
he had to go through therapy because he had the character traumatized him because he had to make himself be the character. He had to learn the character.
Which interview were you watching? Is it like the tables one with all the artists?
I don't
or the
know.
actors?
I don't know. This was just him.
Oh, just him?
It was just him.
Yeah, I did see one interview that he had. I mean, if you're like obviously trying to get deep into the acting, I would recommend you seeing those interviews. They have like an interview with like 5-6 actors, and then they all talk about their experiences and shit. And it's a really good interview, especially.
And it's different for a lot of different people too, because I saw Jamie Foxx. He was talking about how whenever they were shooting Ray, the movie, Terrence Howard, he likes to get into the character like the whole time. So he's like, yeah, we were at the Lakers game and I see him. I'm like, oh, what's up, Terrence? And he looks up, what up, Ray? On like still like in the movie character. And he's like, Jamie's like, what the heck?
It's like you gotta become the character, and it's like,
what up, Ray?
yeah, you really have to become the character.
Shit, I mean that's what you have to do in order to get those great performances overall. I mean, in general, those are the performances that like Jamie Foxx. Shit, this one of the persons that his acting is fucking one of the greats.
But hopefully it's worth it because I be watching Tubi movies and it's like since I became an actor, I be watching Tubi movies and I be like, they not doing it right. They just doing anything.
Tubi.
They not like they so bullshit and I don't want nobody to see me acting and look at me like, oh, she bullshit. So
it's become a meme